they say what they, did they give what sex of the deers were that they called?
I think they tell the marksman to go for does.
Yeah,
Because
normally, because that's
does
the
are
feature
normally,
population.
yeah, they're normally pregnant.
Ryerson 2008 was 63, 2009 45.
One final thing, Chuck, the way I left it with Todd, because the son, now I'm a neophyte, and quite honestly, Todd was calling out deer, and he'd say two deer at 2 o'clock, and in the village of Riverwoods, half the time I couldn't confirm his count. That's because I'm a neophyte. But we have things working against us. As you say, deer that are bedded down, the snow has gotten thin now and it melts through. Is that a deer or is that just turf? All the lanes and the roads now are bare of snow. A lot of the roofs are bare of snow. So the bottom line is there's a lot of visual clutter. And that compounded with the sun, I left it with Todd that if tomorrow were sunny again, that we should just blow it off.
Well,
but the weather forecast, I believe, is for
I think it'd be
cloud
good. He talked to the pilot after that when he got back, and they have some. He told me if we were going to cancel, they wanted to know right away. He had some other issue in the fire there, you know.
Right.
My suggestion would be go ahead and do it, you know, and we can get together afterwards to kind of work through all the. Maybe we ought to set up a separate meeting, maybe the first of the week or something that goes through this stuff, and then we can have a chance to talk about it. But I think that there is a lot of experience involved when you look at these things, and it takes a lot of focus. So it's a chance. But I think the conditions, you never know what you're going to get. You know, if you've got snow cover on, you can take advantage. Good. Thank you.
Taking back to water, I put in your boxes a Tribune article that was this week of Lake County Town Service for Lake Water. It really doesn't make any difference, but that, along with a booklet that was sent to me by the Metropolitan Planning Council, and it says before the wells run dry, what you've been reading in the newspapers and so on and so forth. I've asked Bruce to see if we can work out something or figure out something for our residents that don't have water, so we can do something. SSA 12 is going to be finished this year, so we'd like to pursue getting water for South Riverwoods and other parts of Riverwoods that don't have water, because I'm concerned about the allocation and may not be able to get water later on. It's really, it's like oil.
No, I agree with you, and I think that this next decade, water is going to be a huge issue, not just here, but throughout the United States, throughout the world, really.
Yeah.
And I would like for us to explore some ways to get this information out to our residents. I think at a minimum, we ought to have a Village Voice article about it, because I think in the past, a lot of residents have heard about the water allocation issue, and they didn't really think it was an immediate threat, or maybe there was some disagreement, and they don't really realize that this really is a real issue that all of us are going to have to face pretty soon.
One of the concerns that we had, and the interest we had, was the ad valorem tax. That has been the stumbling block. We're trying to work through that if we can. If we can't, but in the meantime, I'd like to talk to South Riverwoods that, was it Michael, who's in charge of South Riverwoods?
You mean Vernon Woods? Vernon Woods, Mike Clayton.
Yeah, I think it's like
No, Larry Fenner is the president.
Larry Gunnar?
Yeah, of our association? Yeah, he's our president.
Okay, I'll talk to Larry and see if he wants to talk about a petition or something. But, that's again something we should think about. I think it's a major concern. It's not today, it's going to be tomorrow. And I know the economy is bad and so on and so forth, but it's just, and I'm looking through here and it talked about the 2005 drought. Everybody 2005, the wells were really bad, and everything was fine, then all of a sudden, we got some rain, water, nobody cares anymore, so, we have a bad drought, which can happen at any time. Then they look to us and say, well, why didn't you do something? So I'm trying to be proactive, so I just put it on the table.
My prediction is you're still gonna, my prediction is you're gonna have the same people who are gonna say, my wells are wonderful, I don't want water.
I understand that. I know that. In fact, I just got a booklet from Chuck Smith's daughter that Vern Rutter wrote. And the whole thing was about the sewers in Riverwoods, 1972. It's hysterical. It's totally hysterical.
Can I ask a question, Pat? Glenn?
Yeah.
Pat, have the allocations annually, or our appeal for regaining that which they annually take away from us in allocation because we don't use it, et cetera, have those become any more or less difficult to get as you go year to year?
Our allocation is almost spot on with our usage right now. Historically, years back, our allocation was always well in excess of what we were actually using. And as you know, then the DNR came in and adjusted everyone's allocations to try and bring them more in line with their actual usage. We haven't gone back and tried to revisit that, but my understanding is that communities who exceed their allocation generally don't have difficulty in getting that allocation adjusted as long as they can demonstrate that they're not losing a lot of water.
Today.
In other words, as long as you're selling what you're buying, the DNR historically has been willing to give you the allocation that you need. Of course, like you say, as it becomes a hotter commodity, as it were, in the future, it's anybody's guess as to how difficult.
In other words, right now, we don't have enough allocation for the entire village if we want to.
No, our allocation covers only the current usage. If we extend significantly our water mains, we would have to go back and ask to have our allocation increased. That's the case now or in the future.
Okay. Well monitoring report, you have, I'm sorry.
Is South Riverwood's the only section of Riverwoods that doesn't?
No.
No,
Okay, there
I don't have water either.
It's the biggest section.
it's a big, wow.
There's 680 homes that have water out of 1,200 homes, so just about half, a little bit more than half the village has water.
That may be 680 that have connected, there may be a higher percentage that could.
Right.
Well, that wouldn't include Country Club and Meadow Lake, then, would it?
Yeah.
That's in the 680?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
That's who we're sending our water bills to.
But then you have to realize that although there's 680 who are connected, I know that in my neighborhood, there are people who have not connected.
Yes, in my neighborhood.
So, that have bee boxes in front of their houses and have opted to not connect to water because they don't want to pay for
Well, this is
water.
basically what we're wrestling about, is an SSA, if we do an SSA, the water will be in front of your house, you don't have to connect if you don't want to. It's up to you, but you still have to pay for the line.
Right.
And, one of the concerns we have, we do general obligation bonds, which is just a thought, everybody would have to connect. Otherwise, we couldn't get the money back.
One of the issues that we had in South River was, because I was very involved in that, when we were doing the petitioning and doing the door-to-door surveys of people and what they wanted. One of the issues was, doing it as an SSA, there was a huge inequity.
No question, that's been the biggest
Right,
problem.
and so, we just redid our roads in South Riverwoods, and everybody paid an equal amount. There were 102 homes.
This is the way the law is written.
No, but I'm saying that there's different ways of financing. The SSA is one way.
This is what we're trying to explore, if we possibly can, to have a level field. But